Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay guys, now let's take a look at the gold market as usual. Well, as I said in the research on euro currency, in fact here we have also the silent period, market just calling inside of the range of this candle on the daily time frame. That has happened previously, and usually this very often leads to some storm in one or another direction. So just shift the chart, you'll see it. Recall this action that we also have previously in this area. You see that market stands flat almost the 2 weeks in a row. Here we could get something of that sort as well. Well, yesterday we said that we finally have got some pattern inside of it. That was the bearish engulfing pattern, but you can see market now is showing extended retracement, although this pattern hasn't been vanished yet since market hasn't exceeded this high. But the price action on the inside on the intraday charts mostly looks like the action in the range rather than some development in one or other direction rather than directional action. That's why probably we can't currently totally have the position or rely on some direction, and if you are skillful enough you could try to trade in the range, so enter in opposite direction closer to the boards of this range if you like to do this. I very rare make trades in such environment where the market stands in the range. Well, I mostly prefer the trading of some directional action. Nevertheless, on the forward time frame, what we see, that was our triangle. If you remember, that was Marines failure breakout of the triangle. And now take a look. Market, although yesterday we said that market probably will show small retracement, retest this line and turn to the downside, you can see that market just creeping with this line to the upside. Well, here I did not see any patterns to trade, and as we said in the beginning of the week, the most reliable and safest way to deal with these markets is to wait the breakout on one or other direction. Because my experience tells that if you will not gamble inside of this sideways action and bet on other direction, still you will get the nice opportunity later, because if market will show the breakout, you will have a lot of time to place the trade in the direction of the breakout. That will be much safer. Well, and this situation will be much clearer than trying to take the direction and trying to guess what breakout will fall to the upside or to the downside, because now we have the both not quite signals but signs as that stands as for in favor of action to the upside as in favor of action to the downside. Because we could say that on daily time frame market stands flat, and that could mean right under resistance, and that could mean that probably breakout will be to the upside, because if market won't show bounce after the hitting significant resistance, that stands in the favor of the upward action. From the other point of view, we could say here downward breakout, market now just shows the retracement, some sort of the ABCD action to the upside. That just retrace this broken line, and probably market will start move to the downside. So you can see, depending on from which side to watch on the current situation, you could make the absolutely different conclusions, and both of these conclusions have the foundation. They could be explained from the one or other by the one or other signs that market now is showing to us. But the answer is in fact simple. The market just stands on the range. That's why, as inside of the range, as on the higher time frames, it shows some signs for the upward as for the downward action. On the hourly time frame, you could see this much clearer. So if you draw this just by the two horizon lines, you'll see how in fact this looks like. First move, support, wash and rinse of this failure breakout, move to the opposite border of this consolidation. Now market has hit this border. So if you, as I said, if you're skillful enough, you could try, for instance, take short positions here with this shallow stop, with the target right here, then reverse to the upside and so on. If you again have experience to trade these setups, because I do not like to trading the ping pong action on the markets. Well, that's a bit personal. So if you feel comfortable with the trading of such environment, that's very good. That's great. If you can extract the profit from this action, that will be just excellent. But for the others who trades on the higher time frames, on the daily time frame, well, you could take the aggressive tactics by placing the stop entry orders, for instance, for the breakout of this consolidation. That's also possible. Or you just could wait for directional breakout, because currently I do not see any patterns, because market has shown the breakout, but the extended retracement to the upside suggests that market still stands inside of the range, because normal price action after the breakout should be, maybe market even could show the 618 retracement, maybe it could retest this broken line, but it should not continue to creep it to the upside. Retesting and continuation move to the downside, that is normal action. But here, this is mostly the sideways action rather than some development. That's why the real action will happen after the breakout. And usually happens when market stands for the long period and the tight range. Really, the development and exit from this range would be really fast. Well, that's in fact all that I could say currently on the gold market. That's been said that we do not have any clear patterns. If you can trade inside of the range, well, you could do this. For other traders who trade on the higher time frames, probably we could wait only the breakout and trying to take the position later when this breakout will happen. Or even if market will give us any clear patterns, maybe inside of this range, maybe in some other way, well, we will trade particular patterns, as it was with this, for instance, wash and rinse. That was the pattern. Well, that's all in fact. No problem. I hope that on the next week we will get more chances to trade than on the past week, than the current week.